NBA basketball has now been absent for about over 3 months now, and fans of the game across the world are starving for any form of live basketball. Reports finally broke out about a little more than a week ago detailing a 22-team return that would feature 8 regular season games and then the playoffs. With the news of basketball returning, there was finally hope amongst the fans that they could finally watch the sport they love so much. However, this excitement lasted for a very short time. As the days are passing, more and more NBA players are voicing their growing concerns about returning to play. The two main reasons being COVID-19 and the ongoing battle of racial injustice. While every player is entitled to his own opinion, it must be noted that league executives and analysts are voicing their concerns about how not returning to play this year could impact the future of the NBA. A Western Conference coach told Tim Bontempts of ESPN, quote, "I think there's going to be a renegotiation of the CBA. There will be a lockout in 2020-21, and you're going to see something similar to what's happening right now in baseball." He also said, quote, "You'll see a very different NBA going forward if in fact we don't play." Bontempts' executive sources already projected that there would be a $1.2 billion loss in player salary. ESPN's Bobby Marks' initial projection of $1 billion loss would then be raised to $2 billion. This is significant because it will most likely lead to a $25 to $30 million salary cap reduction. Many reporters such as Brian Windhorst have already came out and said that the likely reduction in salary cap would drastically change free agency. He said that it would be possible we see free agents such as Anthony Davis, who would be eligible to sign the Supermax, opt for a shorter one-year deal instead, since the long-term deals would not be as lucrative. Nevertheless, free agency is the least of the executives' concerns, as they are more worried about the potential renegotiation of the collective bargaining agreement if this current season is fully canceled. As presently constructed, the plan for the 2020-21 season is to start in December. Atlanta Hawks GM Travis Schlenk has already told other GMs that the plan for the league is to try and maintain its current schedule. As a result, if the new season does start in December, players and fans would be looking at a condensed regular season, much like of that in the previous lockout. There were talks about reformatting the NBA season dates, but that would be very hard. First, players already like the current season dates as they were used to getting summers off. Next, the NBA season has already been precisely constructed so that its league dates face as less competition as possible from other leagues such as the NFL and MLB. Finally, it should be noted that this year's Summer Olympics were postponed to next year. Having later playoff rounds compete with the Olympics would be disastrous for NBA viewership. Not to mention that a lot of the top players who are usually playing deep into the postseason could not compete both in the Olympics and the playoffs. Thus, if the season does end up not playing out, a likely renegotiation in the collective bargaining agreement could possibly turn into a lockout. With the NBA already working with very less time, it would be horrible for the league's already short season to get cut even more. The NBA has had a lot of momentum going these past couple years, and it's crazy to see how every business, no matter how successful, is always still fragile. Obviously, before focusing on the NBA's next season, this current season should be of top priority. But it is also important to understand how the playing out of this current season has an impact on the future of the NBA. As always, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the NBA season will resume, or will it not?